Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to show you a cool thing I made. First of all, how to download it. Just go to the link in the description, which will take you to my this directory on GitHub that I made. You can press this clone or download button here, then download the zip. That'll give you a folder much like this one. You're going to go into where it says dist here, and then run. If you're on Mac, you can use this top one, the .app file, and if you're on Windows, use the .exe here. I'm on Windows, so let's go open this. So what is this? Well, I've been typing up a lot of skeletons and solutions recently, and I wanted to share them, So normally what I would do is wherever I'm sharing it, if it's like an online competition or something, I'd type up everything, I'd paste in the scramble into whatever, like say it's on Facebook in a comment or something, I'd type up the scramble, then type up my solution, then have to rewrite everything, add all the move counts in, and it just got kind of annoying, and I wanted a way to do it a little bit faster. So naturally I spent like several hours writing a program to do it for me. Which, I mean, you can do the math on that, see if that actually probably saved me any time. It didn't. But hey, it was fun, so here we go. So what you do is you paste in the scramble. That is, oh, you just saw my infinite OBS window. Okay, where are we? Here we go. So you're going to paste in your scramble, and then you're going to do 2 enters to make it look nice, and start typing the solution. So some features of this program. Here's my first line. I can type EO, and you already see it's going to add the move count and everything for me, so I don't have to worry about that. But when I press space or enter or whatever, that turns green, which tells me that I typed it correctly. Now, say I typed this incorrectly and it didn't actually do any EO here, and I typed EO, it would turn red like that. So then I would know to go back and look at my solution and be like, oh, I missed a prime here. Let's go and fix that. There we go. So in the next line, I have an insertion here, so that's what that symbol is. And you have to use the / like that to separate things. It's like comments and, C or whatever. Anyway, so what is this? This is PDR for E for C. Now it doesn't know what that is, so it's not going to change the color of that. Because there's a lot of things that you can do in this. I didn't want to hard code in how to detect all of them. I might do more at some point, but for now, this is what I have. You'll see if you actually click About here, it gives you a list down here of most of the things that you can use, like square, 1x2x3, 2x2x2, 2x2x3, domino reduction. There's a couple other things. You can experiment, see if there's anything that you need. But yeah, it also has some limitations, which I'm going to get into here. So you'll notice that it does work totally fine if you type stuff on inverse in parentheses like that. So let's just go ahead and do the next line. So this is domino reduction. I type DR. It's going to turn red because, well, this is a little thing that I haven't fixed about the program, and I might not fix for a while. It has little kinks and bugs that you just have to be aware of when you're using it, such as this. What it does is it's going to look for the first instance of DR in the skeleton, or in what I've typed, which is actually right here, and then it just checks the moves up to there. So it's really only checking the moves up to here. It's not checking all the way up to here. So a way to get around that would be typing DOM, which is another abbreviation that you can use for DR instead of DR. Again, this is kind of a weird edge case, but yeah, so that does verify that I typed it correctly. Again, if I had made a mistake here, that would tell me that it was wrong, so I'd go back and fix it. Yeah, so that's one nice thing about this. It makes sure that you're actually typing everything the way you meant to. But yeah, you have to watch out if you have like a PDR before a DR or something, abbreviate it differently. But anyway, let's go to the next line. Uh, 2E, 3E, 4E skeleton. It does not know how to detect that. I'm not going to hard code in something crazy like that. Anyway, let's go down to insertions. So insertions do confuse the program a little bit, but it detects if you type a colon like this, and if you have a colon, it doesn't do move counts. So because it doesn't know how to like detect what moves you're canceling and stuff. So like in this case, this is going to cancel like 4. right? Or it's going to cancel 6 moves. And normally when it goes in and adds the move count, let me just run it real quick. It's going to give me a warning that I didn't type the solution correctly because I don't have a solution typed in. But this is what it's going to format it like down here. So you can see that it gives the move count after each line, but since it saw this colon here, it doesn't give a move count after the insertion because it doesn't know how to do that. So it has a little safeguard against insertions, which it otherwise gets very confused by. So I can add that move count in myself, make that 6 minus 4, reduces to 3e, 2e, 2e. And then we're going to have, what was the other thing? It was this symbol. And again, that's an insertion, so it's not going to do the move count. Another 6 minus 4 reduces to 2e, 2e. And then I did a rewrite. Again, this line has a colon in it, so it knows not to try to do anything move count-wise here. And that's 17 to 2e, 2e. All right. And again, another insertion. It will know not to add the move count. And that is going to be solved. Oh, now, it doesn't know how to do insertions, right? So it doesn't actually think it's solved, so it's going to turn red. That's something else you need to be aware of. If you ever type any words that it recognizes in an insertion, it's going to tell you you're wrong no matter what. So just ignore that, you know? I don't feel like making it better. Anyway, so let's just add the move count in there. Yeah, the reason I'm not going to do anything like that anytime soon, I was planning originally to add more logic and stuff for detecting if you're doing insertions and that kind of thing, but I'm working on a new project now, so I don't really have time to keep working on this one, and it's in a good enough state that I feel good releasing it. So anyway, let's go ahead and type up the full solution here. And you already saw earlier that if I get something wrong, it will tell me, and that's a nice way to make sure that whatever you type is actually going to work. Where was I? B2, DR2, BDB. All right, so you can either press this run button up here or press Control R. I'm going to press Control R. That says that it's wrong. What did I do wrong? I forgot a space. Okay, Control R. There we go. No warning that time. And you can see it gives you the whole thing really nicely formatted down here. It expanded the abbreviation of DOM to domino reduction, and it gave a running move count for every single line, except for the ones with insertions because it knows not to do that. So it even capitalized solved for me to make it look nicer. How nice of it. Yeah, that's my program. Feel free to use it if you want. If you find any bugs or anything that I haven't talked about here already, I think I covered all of the ones I know about. If you find any bugs that I haven't covered here, let me know about them. I'd like to hear about those, even if I'm not necessarily going to get to fixing them anytime soon. But for the most part, it works pretty well, and for most solves, you're not going to run into any problems. Yeah, and even for something like this, it still is helpful. You just have to be aware that sometimes it's gonna lie to you about whether or not you've done something right. You just have to know when that's gonna happen. But yeah, here you go. Feel free to use it. This is my gift to you. And myself mostly. That's the whole reason I made it, was because I wanted to use it. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you find this helpful. And let me know if you find any bugs. You can tell me in the comments on Twitter, places. Those are the two best ones. If you know me in real life, just talk to me. That'll work too. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.